Clearly someone had reset the internet. I'm just gonna restart reading because I don't know where it left off. And then as I read, hopefully someone will come in. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I was almost done reading too. But for the good of it. From the records of Lord Werner of Riverford, Hornburg will fall. I still remember her smile as she said the words. It was a score of years ago now, mayhap more. A simple sellsword I was then, when she came to me with a sack full of leaves and dark promise in her eyes. She knew well as I did that I had far greater aspirations in selling my sword for coin. Thank you, beep boops. Not only the leaves to free me from another man's employ, but as much as I asked for to invest in my plot and establish the connections I would need. The life I'd always dreamed of was finally within my grasp. I could use her. I could use her to get all I ever wanted, or so I thought. And so I took the girl up on her offer and began my plot to bring down an entire kingdom. I would need men if I were to accomplish anything, so I created my own sellsword company. The Black Brotherhood, I called them. I spent 3 years doing nothing but gathering information on Hornburg. Then, using what I had learned, I began to systematically remove any obstacles that might stand in my path. I used the girl's connections to make my company of sellswords very much in demand in Hornburg. I took the worst of the lot, those with no scruples and nowhere else to go, and made them out to be bandits and thieves. I set these villains to attacking the borders of Hornburg, and then my Black Brotherhood would turn them back. It was quite the performance. Other armies didn't stand a chance of beating us at the site of each battle. The skirmishes all took place far from the heart of Hornburg. We knew ahead of time exactly where they would happen, since the foes we faced in battles were in fact our own men. It was an easy feat to give the appearance of a crushing defeat. Through this farce, the Black Brotherhood won the hearts of the people living in those borderlands. Ingraining myself with the families of those borderlands, I used their introductions to buy trust among the many powerful houses of Hornburg. The tales of the Black Brotherhood I had spread throughout the realm by then, and I used that woman's money freely to strengthen my ties to powerful men within Hornburg and without. Still, King Alfred was well beloved by his people and his bannermen. It would be no small feat to win their hearts away from him, in which case things would become easier if he was simply not in the picture. Hornburg would not last long without the people's love for their liege binding them together, and so my eyes lighted upon Erhard, who had a bitter hatred of the king within him, and appointed him as a member of the king's own guard so that he could be in perfect position to do the deed. All that remained to be done was to give Erhard the chance that he was all too eager to seize. Mixing lies and truth, I lit a fire among this young, strong warrior I befriended. I could spout any lie, and it would not have mattered. Humans care little for facts. They believe what they want to believe. In the end, it took me just 12 short years to bring Hornburg to ruin. After the kingdom fell, I decided that the time had come to settle my accounts with that woman. I disbanded my company, having no more need for sellswords, and used the riches I had accumulated to buy myself the lands and status that would see me through my remaining days. To tell the truth, this was not easy. I could have gained even more had I remained by that woman's side. She could provide me with wealth and power beyond any human's wildest dreams. But to pursue this any further would be madness. Perhaps I was already mad, to serve so long at her beck and call to bring down a kingdom. Was she beautiful? There was no doubt of that. But did I desire her for even a moment? No. Within that attractive trapping was evil. Pure evil, intent on bringing humanity to ruin. If a man dared touch any part of it, his own flesh would rot and fall away. She was a lethal poison. She was a witch. So I cut myself off from her entirely and did not look back. Funny though, was it not? In the end, I could not escape her. She brought about my ruin as surely as if I had indulged her poisonous touch. For in the end, just as I felled Hornburg, it was Hornburg's last knight who laid me low. Now, honestly, yeah, this is really, really dark. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty dark. That they're writing these from the graves of hell. I healed? Let's keep going. Let's see if I can get them all done tonight.
You ready for this?
What is this thing?
My turn. All right.
I am ready. The moonlight glows.
Shall we into darkness?
No.
Nobody can forget about Best Boy.
Lux Conjurer!
Rocks Conjurer!
Slow down.
Why is we fighting this thing?
Witchery.
No good.
Bring it on. I got just what you need. How about you? Elemental break.
Oh.
No good. My light will blind you.
My turn. Thanks. Here we go. That'll do her.
I was thinking about it, but like, I would just muscle through it.
The battle is truly joyful. Out of my way!
What the?
Oof.
My turn. I see your faces.
Victory shall be mine! Elemental break!
Here we go!
No good. Watch me now! None can escape Valadar's rage.
I should have. I need to remember to undo that thing.
Shucks. Just what you need.
Get rid of that poison.
Yeah. Let's get down to work. Windhild, show no mercy.
Jeez, he just tanked it.
Let's do this. Time to steal the show.
36,000 damage. Let's see. Wait, whose boss was that anyway? I don't remember fighting that thing. From the Diary of Garaham Crossford, Part the First. Great. I don't know what kind of voice he had. He had like a Santa Claus voice. Grave tidings reached me as I was passing through Victor's Hollow in my travels. My beloved's condition had worsened. I knew my journey must be brought to a swift conclusion, lest I be too late in the end. I made up my mind to sail across the verdant deep. The vital ingredient I required was the pinson of an ogre eagle, that most fearsome beast of the sky. They are said to make their home in the forest of Ruba, beyond that vast emerald sea. When I arrived at the harbor, there was only one ship to be found. It was a grand one, no mistaking that. But the captain was none other than Leon Bastriel. I recognized him at once, of course. Who could travel these lands without hearing a tale or tin of that dread pirate captain, the very mention of whose name would set even the bravest sailor's heart pounding and palms sweating? Yet I found the man himself to be quite different from the one spoken of in legend. Captain Leon Bastrel stood at the helm of a merchant trader, which was preparing to hoist sail at the very moment I came upon it. I told him of my haste and implored him that he let me aboard. I'm afraid I don't just let anyone aboard my ship, he told me, and I felt as though I would be put to some kind of test. It was clear this was a man who did not easily place his trust in others. My coin purse was impoverished as my hopes. I held out the only thing I held out the only thing of value I could offer, my journal. This is the most valuable of my possessions, I explained. Within it, you will find a record of every region of this vast continent, every town I have visited, every path I have tread. Surely such knowledge is worth the trouble of having one more body aboard your ship for this voyage. After all, what need had I of such a log then? My journey was nearly over. All that remained was to obtain the vital ingredient and hasten home to my beloved side. Captain Leon gave a boisterous laugh and gestured me onto his ship with a grin. You'd have me believe the leaves of that old book are more valuable than the leaves of my coffers? You must have had quite the journey. I wouldn't mind hearing about it, as you swabbed my decks. As his ship tossed about the stormy sea, my thoughts drifted ahead of the winds to where my wife awaited me. I could see her face in my mind so clearly, it felt as though it was only minutes ago that we parted, not countless moons. And I prayed that the flame would guide me back to her while that gentle smile still graced her lips. It's almost finished at last, my love. Pray wait for me just a little longer. I did not know what has become of my journal since I parted ways with Captain Leon. But looking back, I am relieved that it left my hands when it did. Surely it is better that my final entry ended with some traces of hope, rather than the bitter pain I would eventually find at my journey's end. I kind of figured that out, like the end of her story, kinda. And I realized who that was to Alphen and into his. Tressa has less HP than Therion. That's kind of weird, isn't it? His wife was just a body pillow. That's so dark. Alright, now let's read the other diary since I skipped it. From the Diary of Graham Crossford, Part the 2nd. All hope was lost. My beloved was gone forever. I had finally finished the elixir, but it was too late. Mere days too late. My one true love had drawn her last breath just as I was racing back to her side, medicine in hand, and a heart filled with renewed hope. For 3 days and nights I lost myself in tears, a river of tears too deep and raging for me to ford my way across it. It was after the funeral that the woman found me. LeBlanc, she called herself. In the depths of my anguish, my life bereft of all meaning, she asked me a simple question, terrible in its implications. Wouldn't you like to see your beloved once more? That insidious offer, a mere whisper in the wind, took hold of me. Try as I might, I could not close my ears to it. If it would mean seeing my love even once more, I would give my very life without regret. LeBlanc spoke of the Gate of Finis, which separates this world from the next. If I could find it and cast it open, I could bring my beloved back to my side. I had heard the legends before, of course, but for the first time I found myself desperate to believe them, begging the help of one of Kit's companions, I set out to the southeast. It was a fool's journey, but what else remained to me but a fool's hope? On my way, I passed through the village of Clearbrook. There I came across a young boy stricken with illness and lingering just outside death's door. Convulsions racked his small frame, and his skin was molten with a purplish pox. I recognized the symptoms at once. How could I not? It was the same fell malady that stole my beloved from me. I felt the touch of fate in this meeting. Though I had not been in time to save my true love, I still carried the elixir I had labored so long to create, remembering that I could do nothing for her now. There was no doubt in my mind what I must do, so I treated the boy with my medicine. When I looked at the boy's face, finally at peace in a calm repose, I saw my beloved again. In her gentle eyes, I found forgiveness. I hope I can do that too someday. Such were the boy's words to me when he was strong enough to speak again. He told me that he wished to follow my footsteps and become a great apothecary. His words were a reward I never expected in that moment, as I felt as though my journey was perhaps not a fool's one after all. I left what remained of the elixir and the rest of my medicines behind with the boy, and I set out once more, turning my feet again to the gate of Finis. Little did I know that I was making the greatest mistake of my life. This is so sad! Ugh. Alfred is the one true protagonist. Alright, let's see. Let's get these guys back in here. I'm enjoying cycling through everyone, giving everybody one last real good time. Oops, shit went the other way, huh? Oh, really? That's honestly a really good point, though, Isolate. There's a lot of strong connection for Alphen, and I enjoy it. Hope I get a chance to save after I fight all of these unholy presences.
Time for the main event.
You again? I can't tell by your weird picture. Oh. You're Therion's, angry buddy, aren't you?
I'll do my best. Electric star, pierce our foes.
Holy crap, he almost killed her.
Beyond boundaries.
My turn now! Feel the power!
Venture Salter.
My turn now. Ah! Molecular star!
Jeez, she's strong!
Letting the hunt begin. Using this.
Let's not take any chances.
Let's do this! Catch me if you can!
Coming, if thou darest. Coming! Windhild, fight for us.
Yes, there we go. Because it's their faces are just gone. They're just basically demons.
Beyond boundaries.
I know Primrose giving up that turn to attack is bad, but
What's it do?
I think the Bielgar's blade will be more damaging.
I summon
Balgar.
Balgar! It's time! My turn now. Molecular star! Here's
Oh
our
crap,
foe.
that tanked in effectiveness.
Let's try. My turn now. Oh, stars, fill us with power. What to do? Feel the power.
I am ready. Venture Salter.
Yeah, I keep
What
forgetting she doesn't
next?
have that. I need to give that to her.
Better than a snare.
Get to the back of the line!
I'll do my best. Molecular star, pierce our foes.
I am ready. Venture Salter.
And he's gone.
The show is over.
I'll make sure for the next fight Tressa has surpassing power. Because she'll probably need it. Let's see what this says. From the records of House Ravis. Wait, what? Okay, I guess. Fanta Salter. Yeah, I know. Wind is super important, right? The records of House Ravis. From the time of my first memories, I recall my father lecturing me on the origins of our house, on what it meant to be the head of House Ravis, and what it meant what it was I must give my life to protect. My father had heard the same from his father, and his father from his father before him. The house of Ravus was blessed with many treasures, and many who covet them. To one born to the house Ravus, such things are as natural and as given as the blue of the sky above us. We are blessed with great treasures, and it is our duty to protect those treasures from those who would use them for ill. And among all the treasures, there were none greater than the dragon stones. The dragon stones were bestowed upon the first Lord Ravus by the legendary King Beowulf. Beowulf the First of Hornburg. Wow, okay, so we're getting back to the Beowulf part that was talked in the side quest. That's kind of cool. Sorry, I'll get back to the reading. And they have been passed down in our family ever since. The stones are said to have come from far land to the east, and they are worth more than their weight in gold, but that is not where their true value lies. The power sleeps within them, and it makes them valuable beyond mortal comprehension. And for the name Dragonstone is no simple fancy. These stones house the power of great worms, in whose names they bear. It is said that the great sorcerer Odin Crossford... Oh my gosh, who's Crossford? Who was Crossford? I know I heard that name earlier. Was it Garaham? Is that Garaham's ancestor? Garaham Crossford? Interesting. Used the power of the Dragonstones to seal shut the Gate of Finis. Crossford had campaigned together with King Beowulf and aided him in the founding of Hornburg. My father, when he was still with us, once told me this. Power in itself is neither good nor evil. It is the man who wields the blade who decides whether he fights for good or evil. That is why King Beowulf entrusted the stones to the man he trusted above all others, the loyal knight who would become the first lord of the House Ravus. Great power could bring about boundless good or unfathomable evil. It is the duty of our house to keep the Dragonstones safe and protect them from those who would wield them for dark ends. Yet, given enough time, great power will always awaken a hunger in others who would claim it for themselves. Once the Dragonstones came to House Ravus, there was no end to those who lusted after them, not to mention our many other riches. Even kith and kin cannot be trusted to stand against such temptation. Once rumor reached my ears that suspicious parties were inquiring into the whereabouts of the stones at the behest of my own relatives. It may be that those who sabotaged the carriage my wife and I were riding in did so at the bidding of my own blood. Oh, my poor Cordelia, what has become of you? You are too gentle to ever doubt another. I fear that many will draw near to you, cloaked in the guise of kindness, and seek to deceive you. Cordelia, I can protect you no longer. No matter how I try to call out, my voice cannot reach you on the other side. Yet this, I hope you know, though a time may come when you are betrayed by one you trust, I believe your heart will not falter. You will not lose your faith in people, and this is for the best. For there are those who truly worthy of your unwavering trust, and you will find them and keep them close at your side. I held on to such faith, and I was rewarded with a loyal companion with over 1,000 other men. Heathcote has been true to me in all things. Surely such a friend will also appear before you, one worthy of your faith. And so I beg you, Cordelia, never stop believing in others, for it is this faith that will save you in the end. Oh, this is so sad! True. It's like... I should be alright. Actually... just be safe. The final unholy presence. Let's go. The dragon scales are impenetrable!
I am ready.
If I remember correctly, it's weak to... ice? Dragon? Question mark? Or is it... I'm surprised we're fighting the dragon and not the other creature. Psh, my mind. Yo, 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 chicks! I can't remember if it was weak to fire or ice. I think it was ice.
Glacius Claude.
It is weak to ice, but I can't hit that weakness.
What next?
Can't hit that weakness.
I'll do my best. Molecular star. Here's our
There we
foes.
go. Light's the one I can hit.
What to do? Feel the power.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Haha!
Better than a snare. I am ready. Lux Conjurer. Letting the hunt begin.
Nothing that affects anything on those ends.
Let's do this! Ice. I will not be defeated.
Jeez!
What next? Better than a snare.
My turn now. Molested star.
I should have used the spear, that would have been so much better.
Letting my arrow fly and true. I am ready. Beyond boundaries.
Primrose needs that on there.
Let's do this!
Ryojin no Kinokura? I don't know how you would say that.
I won't hold back! I summon Balthar
All that extra damage.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Holding back nothing. Windhild, fight for us.
My turn now! Feel the power!
I am ready. Lux Conjurer.
All those hits.
My turn now.
Oh, I should use it for one. Oh, okay. 1300 is Icy Pursuit. Yo, Jenna, how's it going? I don't know. You guys are just so, like, roasting on me so bad. What's it say? Oh, there's a third diary for him? Jeez! For the diary of Garaham Crossford, part the third. How could I have been so wrong? All I thought was bringing my beloved back to the world of the living. When the LeBlanc told me such a thing could be done, I was all too willing to swallow her pretty words. The moment I arrived before the gate, I felt a finger of ice run along my spine. Even if my mind had been too slow to recognize it, my very body was repelled by that gate. Or more precisely, by what lay beyond it. While I struggled to catch my breath, LeBlanc sketched out a magic circle on the ground with practiced ease. As she traced such twisted line and rune, and her hand never faltered. How many times must she have prepared for this moment in her heart of hearts? It was at that moment that I realized just how she had longed for this moment, how fiercely she desired to see the dark ritual to completion. Only by this ritual may the gate be opened. It will not be pleasant for you, but you must bear it if you wish to see your beloved once more. So LeBlanc spoke as she led me into the center of the magic circle. As she began the ritual, the first thing I felt was a great pain that struck my entire body at once. It was followed by such a strange sensation, like nothing I had ever experienced. I felt myself stretching and swelling from the inside out. From the corner of my eye, I saw my own hand changing into something foreign and awful. And then the fear. LeBlanc watched my transformation with a glow in her eye. It was then I knew this ritual was not intended to open the gate and bring my wife back to me. Yes, I know what truly lies beyond the gate of Finis. That horror is what LeBlanc sought to bring back to our world, and I was to be the vessel. I would be lying if I said I had no idea this was coming. My conversations with LeBlanc had led me to suspect that this ritual would not work for just anyone. It seemed that she needed my blood, the blood of House Crossford, descended from an ancient line of sorcerers. That is why I must be the one to prevent her plan from succeeding. For if I fail, she will only turn her sights upon my dear Kit. No, that I cannot allow. So while I realized before the end what LeBlanc intended, I continued to accompany her in her aims so that I could see the truth of the ritual for myself and foil it however I could. Little did I know I was dealing with a power far, far beyond any mortal's control or conception. I felt my own sense of self growing faint and distant, and something else entirely filling me. I resisted it with all I had, but that presence, to that thing, it being like myself, a fragile human spirit, could be crushed as easily as an insect beneath your heel. And then just before my mind was completely absorbed, completely consumed by the darkness, I saw the smiling faces of my wife and son one last time. I screamed. The memory of my wife gave me the power to resist at that last critical moment. I imagine LeBlanc herself did not think I would ever strike back at her, but I had already grown far stronger than I had been as a man. Even when I only managed to land a single blow to her, it cut her deep. She staggered back and the ritual was interrupted. This is my chance. All I need to do is chase... Oh God. All I need to do is chase after her as she flees and cut her evil to the root, bringing everything to an end. That is what I must do. But where am I going? Why am I turning into something else? Something less human? And so I wander the land without aim. There are periods of time I cannot remember. I come back to myself, surrounded by destruction. No memories, but I know it was me. These blackouts grow more frequent. They come for me now. No, stay your hand. I am no monster. I am a man. I am a man. Holy crap. He's Red-Eye. Graham Crossford was Red-Eye. Oh, this hurts to read. Oh, I didn't even realize it until I was halfway through reading the twisted text. It wasn't until I read, until I wandered the land without aim. That was what tricked me. Like, where else could this weird, black, red-eyed creature come from? And I also thought, why would Garrett Crossford's story have anything to do with Honnet's story? And then I realized, crap, he's Red-Eye. That's why he appeared suddenly without warning and nothing could stop him. He was inhuman. This is awful. The writing is amazing, but this is awful. Wait, what's going on? Hold on, I wanna... Can I save? Oh, I need to... Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Journey's End. Oh. Can I go back? Nope, can't go back. Oh, okay. Alright, well, hold on. Let me change everyone out. What food can I give her? Alright, well, we'll make her Panda Mage, I guess. Because that's always worked out well for us. Get rid of these elemental ones. I don't need these anymore. I want to read what you're saying. Fire Emblem's warriors turn is absolute trash. Alright, so let's see. Oh, hold on. Then you say they're all healed too. Oh, dang it. Hold on. I wish I could just... I need him to have SP Saber. I need him to not lose SP during this fight. You haven't beat the game yet? You're here? He might have already spoiled us up at some point. Commence the final confrontation? Alright, let's do it. Oh, we're all here!
You?
Oh, it's not voice acted? Quite the stubborn ones, aren't we? Where's Kit? That's the question on your lips, isn't it? Why, he's right there, standing before your eyes. That's the first time we've seen them all.
Just
The
so.
13th god, Galdria the Fallen. He and Kit are one and the same. We're too late!
The Gate of Finis
Was created to seal Galdria beyond the boundaries of this world. And the Crossford family, you see, comes from a long and ancient line that carries the stuff of the dark god in their veins.
But
Many years ago, I led Garaham, Kit's father, to this same place. I told him that by coming here, he could return his beloved to the land of the living. A lie, of course, but one he was all too willing to believe.
And then?
And all was proceeding according to plan, but in the end, I understood the strength of the man's spirit. The ritual failed, and Garaham escaped somewhere, though he hardly resembled himself anymore. This time, though, will be different. This time I will not fail. At long, long last, Galdria shall rise again, and all the world will know is his fury. You, too, have an important role to play on this historic day. Your flesh, your blood, your very soul will feed the Dark God and give him strength.
Father.
Can you hear me? Father, your daughter calls for you.
Galdera, my father.
Oh, Father, pray show mercy on these poor wretched souls. Quiet, isolate. I can't pronounce. We know this. I hear you. Hold on. I'll get a demon voice going.
I hear you, my daughter.
Oh, Father, at last we are together.
My daughter, for fulfilling your fate, I bestow upon you eternal slumber.
Oh, that doesn't seem quite right. Oh, she's gone.
Brave souls, you too have earned the same reward. So come, let us consume all life on this world. Let us consume the gods themselves. For now, in eternity, there's only us. There's only Galdera.
This should be fun.
Wait, what? I couldn't read what the text was saying. I don't know what to do right, so I just... Oh, God.
Now then. Out of my way!
Jeez, he's too strong.
My turn.
Try this!
I am ready.
Alright, Jenna, have a good one. Let's try light.
Let's conjure.
That's the one. Oh, are you serious?
I am ready. Stay strong.
Here we go.
No! Victory shall... Watch my blade
Jeez,
dance.
this raging soul won't die.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, let's conduct, not concoct.
Try this.
That's the way! This music is good.
I am ready.
Let's conjure.
That sound is so satisfying.
Out of my way. I see.
The battle is truly joined.
Shoot. Oh no. Whoa, what's that thing? Oh, of course it became harder.
Here goes nothing.
My God, it's not dead!
Here.
Oh, I should have definitely...
I am ready.
Tenebro career!
How about you?
There we go, that's one down. The eye is unprotected! Oh,
Here goes nothing.
fun. Oh, this is so creepy looking.
I'm ready. Are you? Time to steal the show.
Of course!
I am ready.
Lux Conjurer!
Ah, but there's nothing.
How about you? Ensnare them!
Oh, it doesn't work!
Bring it on! Try this.
Oh my god. There's so much wrong with her right now. Good thing I had a second apothecary!
Heal.
Damn! How about this?
I am ready.
Ventus Salter!
One taking a lot of damage.
Here.
Here goes nothing.
Oh my gosh. Don't try poisoning him. Good to know.
Yataga Rush!
I am ready.
Penitrus Canare!
How about you?
Screaming soul. Ugh. Wailing soul. This is disturbing.
Now then.
No! This music is something else.
Here we go! Yataga Rush!
I am ready.
Watch me now!
Gracious Claudel.
What?
No good.
Oh my god, what do I do? Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Stay strong.
Oh gosh!
Shucks!
Where's the poison cure? this one then? I hope it is.
Try this.
Victory shall be mine. Fly true.
Oh, that's cheap.
I am ready.
Censor.
Oh, this is not good.
Sorry.
Well, this is it.
Can't end like this.
Where do I even start back up from that? Ugh. Are you kidding me? Oh! Are you kidding me? I really have to start over from the very beginning? Before the entire boss rush, I gotta do it all over again? Oh my god, that's not good. Alright, well, I think that means we're done for tonight. There's no way. Even if I completely steamroll the bosses, which I probably will next time, no. Also, what the heck was the bloody point of making two teams if when one died, the other ones were died too? Also, I'm a little bothered by the fact that everyone was there for the first time ever on screen for once, and no one said anything. That cutscene wasn't even voice acted. It's the climax of the game, and there's no voice acting. I like the dramatic readings, though, Isolate. Thank you very much. Oh, gosh. That sucks. That was... I mean... I knew I wasn't going to win. Honestly, not knowing going into it. That's stressful, though. That is really stressful. I'm going to have to work out a strategy next time I play. I may or may not play this tomorrow night, honestly, because I don't know if I want to go through the whole boss rush again with no true plan in mind. I had a feeling it would go back to this save, because I knew I had technically saved. I know you're being sarcastic, I'm just messing. But, I mean, it's midnight. I've been going for about 4 hours. Well, like 3.5, considering I had to take like almost a half an hour break. Thank you, thank you. I do try to pride myself on a good voice acting attempt when I can get into character. Problem is, like, I feel like I don't remember most of their voices and stuff from later on. But here's the thing, Isley. At the very least, I'm going to use more of your thumbnails. I think I know the one I'm going to use for the finale one. Oh yes, you can feel free to show me your setup and give me some plans and we work through stuff tomorrow. Or heck, you can even show me some clips or whatever, or screenshots tonight, because I'm not going straight to bed. But I do have to start preparing for work and whatnot. So, unfortunately, the stream is over tonight. I'm glad it wasn't so cold that I couldn't stand in here like when it was earlier this week with Dragon's Cafe. I thought with the fact that I needed a more balanced team, I thought having Cyrus on one side would help, considering, but I guess, cause I didn't know what I was getting into, so I didn't know I was only going to have one party. I thought it'd be kind of like a Golden Sun tactic, where when you have 8 party members, when one team is out, the other team jumps in, or something like that. But, I didn't really, I don't have a set plan, because Harass is part of my set plan. My typical party members seem to be Cyrus, Primrose, Alphen, and honestly, because of how she's been doing lately as Rune Lord, Tressa. But, you know, Therion does pretty good too. But, I'll have to work on a strategy and stuff. I want to do at least one attempt, on there to see how bad this was. The music's great. I love how the fact that it's building up so great with those diaries, but then the final cutscene seems to fall a little bit on its face, which is kind of sad. Well, I mean, I'm assuming that's it, but like, why would you not voice act it? Also, your daughter revives your dad just to, you know, be consumed into the mass of souls. That's kind of messed up, but she was also kind of messed up. So I guess that kind of makes sense. So basically, the whole terrible bad effect thing. I also probably need to buy up a whole ton of healing items that I'm gonna need, like if I can find them anywhere. Like Heisler, you can tell me where the best place to get some of his brewing stuff. Yeah, that medicine is definitely necessary. So it looks like it's gonna be a combination of Prim, Cyrus, Alphen, and probably 1/4 character. And I had a feeling that it wouldn't affect the boss, the status buffs, but, you know, I had to just try for myself. And I'm kind of glad we didn't get so far into the fight that I got stranded and then died so far in on a first attempt. Would have been great to do great on the first attempt, but, you know, not knowing your enemy is part of the battle. My medicine pocket? Yeah, let's see. Oops, where is it? Inventory. Is it this one? Or is it this one? I'm assuming it's this one you mean. So here you go, there's that. And then in about 5 seconds I'll scroll down to the rest of it. Oop. Just third attempt? That's actually kind of surprising, considering how big of a game you talked it up. I was hearing things about how it's going to be super unbeatable, so... I honestly was worried that the freaking HP, SP, and BP poison drain was a constant every single turn thing by the sound of it. But it's nice to know that it only is in effect when you're poisoned. Oh, gosh. And that noise really has... That voice really screwed up my throat. I need to stop doing that voice. Oh, get off of there. I don't know how that happened. So I definitely need to formulate a better strategy. I also love the fact that none of those boss fights actually give you any money, because money is pointless at that point. 30 Nox Roots is probably enough. Well, other items too, like the... can I buy large healing grapes and stuff like that? And large inspiriting plums? I don't really know where to buy that stuff. There was another optional area I didn't explore either, too. I didn't explore Soothing Dust and Essence of Grape. Also, before we go for the night, there's one more thing I want to see on screen that I never explored on camera. I think it's the only area I didn't go. And it was the Maw of the Ice Dragon, I think. I've been leveling up in there this whole time, and by the looks of things, it's not. It's one of those RPGs where, yes, I'm grateful that leveling up is not the solution to finishing the thing, but it's strategy.
I've done my research on you. Now, what next?
And I'm gonna be honest, just so I don't have to worry about looking up all the weaknesses, I might look at weaknesses after the fact. I really wish that last cutscene really had some more impact, so that like we had the characters felt a real need to say something. Like no one talked, and it was the only time in this whole 100-hour game, at least in my playthrough, where we saw all of them on the screen at the same time. I just realized it. And it's like. They said nothing! Ah! Why? It's so sad.
It's a good day for battle.
I don't know if there's anything truly special inside that cave, but I kind of want to look around. Also, you can tell everyone else was level 70, but freaking Olbrich was like 68, 69. Like, I really just couldn't be bothered. Especially when I heard that levels weren't really a big deal. I was hoping for so much. There was at least a few cutscenes, or at least more dialogue for all these characters. It's the flaws of an otherwise amazing RPG. Why do you have to do this to me, video game? I'm having grinding flashbacks now, walking through this place. It's a bad blemish on an otherwise amazing game. I opened these treasure chests? I don't remember opening these. But I did grind for ages, so...
Time to teach you a lesson.
A lesson.
Now, what next?
I know! Speaking of which, Isolate, if you didn't see them all, I think I did every single travel banter that was left tonight on stream. So once it goes live, you can always go ahead and look through those. Though even though I had the right characters and the right times at the parties, it seems like it took forever for certain travel banters to trigger.
Let's see what you got. Here we go.
True, I mean, I feel like I may not be able to truly capture the essence of these characters in written word as well as the original writers did. But at the same time, again, my writer's senses kind of go off too, because, I mean, when I'm not doing this or any of my other hobbies, I like to write in my spare time. The thing is, my spare time is very, very rare for that.
May I have this dance? I am ready.
Unless there's a boss to the Mall of the Ice Dragon, we're probably not doing anything else tonight, but I might do that if there is said boss. Also, how do we get to that treasure chest? How do I get to that? I mean, it can't possibly have anything I could use.
Let us fight with
The final two travel banters were actually some of my favorites, though. The For Women's Ears Only and the drinking contest, they were great. I don't know how to get to that. Can't go down. Oh wait, here we go. Duh. I don't know why I didn't see this. Awakeful stuff. Yeah, see, stuff I don't care about. So granted, having some poison immunity gems might be nice to have, or there's those not that work on the boss. Like, poison immunity charms could be probably pretty nice.
Nothing.
While the Let's Player me wants to 100% all the quests, the sane person in me does not want to do every single little detail. Though I did do one kind of sort of important quest that I didn't realize I had missed with Odette. And let's go on ahead and look. What we got in here?
I cannot.
What are you, big boy?
Victory
Oh crap!
shall be mine.
I'm this version of Ulbrich. The Dreadwolf.
Let us learn more.
Let us learn more of you. Oh, he'll be easy. Holy crap! I spoke
Bring
too
it
soon.
on. That'll do her.
I don't have a steel! Oh no! I don't have the steel! I don't have the steel thing. Shoot!
Venture Salter!
Hold on. It's okay. I saved right beforehand, so we're good. I'll just reload and I'll get Ulbrich, and I'll have Ulbrich be the thief. And meanwhile, I'll change Ulbrich's stats back, because I'll probably forget. Mage Ulbrich is fun to use, and with the right setup, he is usable, and he's actually pretty decent. Wait, I steal from this guy? Does he just respawn constantly or something? Because I remember you talking about him, but I never saw him in this dungeon. I wasn't aware he was the boss. So is the trick to kill him, or is the trick to... Like, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, really? Is that it? Oh, okay. Is that how it works? Alright, if you say so. I mean, you obviously have done this already. The sense of danger is overwhelming.
This should be fun.
I am ready.
Venture Salter!
Here we go.
I don't think he'll live for me
How
to...
about you?
Hold on.
I think not. How about this?
I'll make sure I get that steal.
Victory! My blade is unbent! I claim this!
I claim this!
All right.
I am ready.
Venture Salter!
A song is
Bye, boy.
You should have studied harder.
I didn't even get an item from him. I mean, I know I stole it, but... Forbidden Dagger. Oh boy, I had one of those. Okay, so now I've done this on screen, so now we know what to do. Maybe I'll grind some items off of him. So how many of those jams do I actually have? $14. Okay. I'll probably need more than that by the sounds of things. Don't suppose their shop has anything worth time. Just medium items. Where do I get by the large healing grapes? Oh, stop. Just buy 30 of them. You know what? Buy 10 more, just for good measure. Ha! 68. Injurious dust might help? Okay, well I'll buy that too since I'm here. I have basically 2 million gold, so, or leaves, so... Alright, well, I'll make some more provisions and get better set up for the next time I try out the final boss. I would say I do the stuff off screen so that the boss rush again off screen, but let's be honest, I can't save before it, so I'm just literally just gonna I have to do it on screen because I can't save it anyway, so... But if I'm being serious, it probably won't take too long. So anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight. I'll buy a whole as much as I need. Like Alpha, I need to try and see if I can fit him up to be a sword. Maybe, no. Best leave him physical and special. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Due to some issues from work, I may or may not be able to stream tomorrow like I intended to. We'll see if I do. It probably won't be this. It'll probably be something more relaxed and chill, like the Little Dragons Cafe again. Because honestly, raising your very own Charmander is pretty cool. But that's going to do it for tonight. I thank you guys for watching. Join me next time for, if I'm well set up, hopefully the finale of this very wonderful game, with flaws included. But have a good night, everybody. If I don't see you tomorrow night, I'll see you Sunday for something. So see you guys then. He's cool.